Everyone to week 7 in our course of sport facilities. This is Dr. Tim Rice coming to you from Fergus Falls, Minnesota. And behind me is Otter Stadium. This is a home football and soccer complex and track complex for Fergus Falls High School here in Fergus Falls. This is a town of roughly about 10,000 residents, 15,000 residents, and this field and this complex is pretty nice. The field behind me is an artificial turf field, a field turf field, that has the small rubberized bits in it and is used for all-weather competition, and the drainage is wonderful for that. There's also an all-weather tartan surface track behind me. They play soccer, football, and have their track and field events here in this complex. This week, we're looking at legal responsibilities, and actually, in this week's reading, you'll actually read up on OSHA standards. You'll also read up a little bit on the impact of artificial turf fields on safety. And I would also suggest that you go take a look at that if you're ever in the mood to go research a little bit about how artificial turf surfaces can cause some injuries, or at least some people think. This week you're going to be looking at legal responsibilities as a facility manager. You're going to be looking at torts. You're going to be looking at liability issues. You're going to be looking at reasonable accommodation, which in this stadium, they have to make sure that they have reasonable accommodation for those people that are in handicapped situations. Also, with regard to ADA compliance, they have to make sure they have ramps and things like that here as well. Your assignment this week, you're going to be looking at researching the ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act, and looking at the about 4 to 5 different articles that look at cases, basically, from the ADA's history. One in particular is the Casey Martin versus PGA case. I just gave you one, so there you go. But you can find others that have been have impacted sport since ADA's passing on academic databases at the CSU library. I highly recommend you go do that. The discussion board, you're going to be looking at reasonable accommodation, as I had mentioned earlier, at a local facility. So, without any further ado, have a great week, and if you have questions, feel free to reach out to your faculty member in the classroom. Take care.